This is Buttersmoove Media Productions and Consultations, LLC. And what I'm going to be doing on my channel is show you what type of productions I can make. This will be my crypto channel. And, amongst other channels that I'm going to create, sub channels in my account, just to show my, how I'm able to produce for different types of shows, YouTube content, whatever your needs are, I could help you with them. So this is just my portfolio so you can see what I could do. And on today's episode, since I said this is going to be my crypto channel, this is the first episode of it. And we're going to talk about Bitcoin and what's going on in the market really quickly. Just a brief overview of what's going on in the market. I have my mentor. I call him the crypto king. He's been able to turn his portfolio, multiply it, a lot of times over. And he's teaching me what he's doing. You don't have to listen to his analysis or whatever he has to say, but if you do, you won't be disappointed. And this is not financial advice, just to tell you guys. So he's next to me. He's going to be the shadowy figure of the channel. You guys won't see him. You would only hear him. And, when you do, you're going to love it every single time. Okay, so he's the one controlling the charts right now, and we're just gonna have a brief overview of it. We're not gonna get too much into depth. It's just a nice, simple analysis, just so people get their feet wet into crypto if you've never been into it or never looked at it. So yeah, go ahead, Crypto King, do your thing. Talk about what we're looking at right now.
Okay, so the goal with this channel is basically for me to come on at the weekly close after every weekly candle. Right now we're on the monthly chart. We'll go over to the weekly candle, which for us here in California, weekly candle closes every Sunday at 5 p.m. And we could see here, today is Saturday. I'm unaware of the time, but like Mr. Buttersmooth here was saying, we're just really going to go over BTC paired against the US dollar on the Coinbase chart. Somebody here doesn't pay for the TradingView
I
account
don't have
quite
enough
right.
money yet. Okay, once we make more money in crypto, I'll buy all the accounts.
There we go. So first and foremost, like I said, you want to be with the Bitcoin paired with the US dollar on TradingView right here on the weekly time frame. You just scroll down,
Hmm.
have it right there. Volume, I don't trade off of volume. I don't trade off of any lagging indicators. I keep it relatively simple with the Fibonacci retracement on the monthly time frame. Put the Fibonacci extensions on the daily and 4 hour if needed. If you're just looking for a precise place to get in and out of a trade, you could find that on an extension. But right now, first video, we're just going over of how we're going to look at the market
Hmm.
and how I base trades, swing trades, leverage trades on occasion, just to see how I go about that. And again, we'll always go over BTC paired with the US dollar on the weekly time frame. Just to jump into some basic technical analysis, we're going to go over to the monthly time frame, adjust the chart just ever so slightly, zoom out a little bit. And like I said, you really wouldn't want to do this with this current monthly candle because we do still have some time left on it. So
Hmm.
we're going to go over here. We're going to go to the fib retracement, which I think it was already the number one option right here. And just because this hasn't closed, we're going to drop from this swing high here, drag it down here to these swing lows right here. Just line it up as best as you can, as precisely as you can, and just kind of look at it like that. So we have our blow off top of just straight bullish parabolic movement. That's where we're starting the top of our fib. Make it as perfect as you can. So we have that as our swing high. We have our swing low here, the month directly after our swing high, which to me that's just little bit more valid if you're looking for where spikes will potentially come in if you drop from this swing low, which I mean you really can from this monthly time frame in June of 2021. You do have the valid touch point here of the 61.8, the 61.8, excuse me. But as of recently, we've had a lot of success on our trading from the Fibonacci drawn here, which in later videos we could go over from candle body from the top to the wick at the bottom to swing low. And then you could go into your other time frames and just kind of see how that looks and see it doesn't, there's just too much going on. There's really no, you can't say that price went up here, it should have stopped down here, blah, blah, blah. But this doji candle right here, if we go back to the monthly and draw it from the wick to wick,
Mm-hmm.
opposed to,
Body to wick.
yeah, candle body to wick, then it just gives you, you know, the Fibonacci's spread out just a little bit more. Then you would look to the weekly time frame to validate them. And you have your first touch point up here. This is where we drew it from right here. That's why you see this little breach below here. So anytime that price action came back down here to the 29,000 range, even I would say 30,000 range, that was always a great buying opportunity. And then you see from this fib, we came all the way up, made our movement to the 38.2 before we came down to the 61.8 for the kind of final retest before we started to move. And originally we were targeting the 56 to 57,000 price range, and as you could see, we just blew through that.
My orders field, you know, she
Oh, the
told me to,
cells.
yeah, sell orders. I had sell orders on 55 and 57. They came true.
Right, exactly. And think of that, think about that when I was calling that the
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
57 to
Yeah, it
50.
was a while back. Yeah.
Exactly. People were thinking, oh, we're just going to melt, we're going to die right here,
Mm-hmm.
before we came down to the 61.8 fib level.
Yeah.
And even when we pushed below it on these weekly time frames,
Mm-hmm.
the candle body still closed above the 61.8, which just made me that much more confident. And we are going to see the higher high potentially.
So yeah, because right now you're saying the high that we have now, that's
Right,
like
right
the
here.
beginning right now. That's not even what we're expecting to see now. We're gonna maybe see a little higher.
I mean, so if we take the fib right here, we go into the settings.
Yeah.
Let's see, we want to reverse it right here. Unclick that. So it gives us our projected tops.
Yeah.
So the overhead 61.8 is about 87. The second movement would be a good lord over 120,000 per Bitcoin, which,
Ooh.
you know, these are all measured movements with the Fibonacci. So is it realistic? Yes, of course. Is it going to happen? Who knows?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Exactly. So,
but that's what anything in the market. That's what people got to understand. That yes, you could win, but you could also lose. So always keep that in mind. You know, if you're gonna put money in there, be make sure it's money that you're not that it's not gonna hurt you so much that you're gonna go bankrupt.
exactly. You never want to put more in than you're willing to lose. But then again, I mean, a 10% price movement, if you only have $100 in the market, are you going to be happy with that $10? No, no, nobody's going to be happy with that. But they expect that $100 investment to go up to $100,000, and movements like that just isn't realistic.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So I mean, if you want to make money in the crypto market, I mean, I would say in any market that you have to be able to put money in there. Don't,
Yeah,
that's the only way putting money in is going to make you more money. Not having it, holding it forever, not doing anything with it. You're losing money just by having your money sitting in a savings account, not doing anything with it. What best thing to do than crypto? All you got to do is click here, click there, you're done.
exactly. Which I mean, I agree with that to an extent. I
Yeah.
mean, you're losing money in a bank account just because of simple inflation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they claim 2% a year, but it's more like shit. This year has probably been well over 10%.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's really what Mr. Buttersmoove means by
Yes.
you're losing money when it's sitting in the bank.
Thank you. Thank you for
And that's
letting them know exactly what I talked about, what I'm talking about.
and two, to keep the video short, that's the whole reason why I'm here, is to give basic technical analysis on the bigger time frames, the weekly and weekly, monthly, and we could even get into the daily. But that's my whole reason for being here with you, hopefully once a week, as
Yes.
long as we could both make it happen.
Yeah, definitely. Because I really want to share with this things with you guys. You know, I know you might not listen to me, and that's fine. But we're keeping things simple, and I think we think that people are overdoing things. You know, overanalyzing. What was the phrase you used earlier?
Analysis paralysis.
Yeah, you're just paralyzed by doing all this analysis, trying to look at all these different factors that could move the coin. When you could keep it simple, like you're just seeing him how he does his analysis. He doesn't do much more than this, and I seen him do it multiple times because the chart never saves.
Right, exactly.
Yes,
His chart never
my
saves.
chart. I gotta pay for it. That's what they want me to do.
So another thing too is we'll get. You might want to adjust the sound a little bit.
What is it a little too loud? What's
I
going?
think it's a little too loud.
How about that?
All right, give it. Okay, that's a little bit
Okay,
better.
perfect. All right.
Just the background
All right.
thing.
Awesome. Yeah.
So from here, really, we could get into more technical analysis. But like we said, the first video, we do want to keep it short, keep it simple. This is his first video getting out there right now on YouTube, and we're about to record a more of a podcast style, a question and answer of just general basic questions, and we will go from there.
Yeah, definitely. You know, so this is the first episode of Buttersmooth Media Crypto, or I'll probably keep it Buttersmooth Crypto. What it sound? That sounds
Yeah,
better, right? The
I like
second
that.
one, yeah, the Buttersmooth Crypto. That's gonna be the sub channel to my Buttersmooth Media Productions and Consultations LLC, and you know, I'm just gonna put out content. Hope you guys like it. You know, please follow, subscribe, like, you know, comment, you know, dislike, like. I don't care. I just want engagement. I want you guys to get into it more and I'm definitely gonna troll you guys into it. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. See you guys next time.